Hey, my name is Warper. Warper. Yeah, oh, Reaper? Nice to meet you, Reaper. Just give me 1 second. Okay, you were saying?
Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of TWD Reviews, and today I'm back for another video for Wasteland World. This is going to be doing my weekly review for this week's episode of Season 3. This can be for Episode 8, which is also the penultimate episode, Animals to the Slaughter.
Okay guys, this is going to be doing a review for today. This one's going to be doing a video for Wasteland World. This one's going to be doing my weekly review for this week's episode of Wasteland World Season 3. This is going to be for Episode 8, which is called Animals to the Slaughter. So, so what a frickin' penultimate this was, guys, honestly. So, you guys know, if you've seen the reviews over the last few weeks, I've been very back and forth on this season. Very just either not liking it, loving it, okay with it. I've been very back and forth on this season because, in my opinion, Season 3 of Wasteland World has been a very mixed season. They're just, there are things I like, there are things I don't. It's very mixed. However, that aside, that established, of course, you guys know how I feel about the most recent episodes. I go into this one with very, very low expectations. I'm going to be honest. I went into this with very low expectations just because of some of the recent stuff we've been seeing. And then the episode comes on, and I'm like, what the frick, man? This was good. Like, this was darn good. So, and this wasn't even, like, I remember, like, Matt and Cade, they didn't even build this episode up that much. Like, I remember they're like, oh, episode 7, episode 7, episode 7, episode 9, episode 9. Like, this one, they barely talked about this episode. I'm like, this is, like, one of the best episodes of the frickin' season. So, like, honestly, I don't know, that's crazy to me. But, you guys know, as you can tell where I stand, I think this episode is fantastic. I mean, it is. And we're gonna get into that. So, this week's episode, obviously after the end of last week, they think that it's been kind of a victory. You've got Rode, you got Samson, they're at the Pikes, and basically, they think that it's all over, but then, Rhode's like, we're not going to be able to just relax, Samson. Like, this isn't over. Griffin's still out there. Very much so. Like, I definitely agree with that. I think that's definitely correct. And basically, they talk about how they can build this place into something better, something bigger. Think about it. Over time, we can make this place work. And I'm like, honestly, I just knew when I saw that, I'm like, that's a teaser for the fact that this place is not going to survive. And obviously, by the end of the episode, my theory definitely seems to be coming true. Because honestly, there's no way that place survives the finale. There is no frickin' way. So, basically, you've got the community, you've got Reaper, who then basically meets up with Warper. Now, this one's interesting to me. Wolfen apologizes. Wolfen kind of, joins back with, Warper in this one, which I thought was interesting. And then you've got Reaper that shows up, and he joins with him as well, too. And they team up to get Griffin, which was a very interesting team up, I gotta say. And I think it's, it's very interesting that, that happened, because I'm going to be honest, like, when I saw that, I'm just like, okay, so, I think in this one, honestly, that pairing, that team up, it's very good, because I remember at first, I'm like, where is this going? But then, as you see the episode play out, I'm like, all right, like, I get it now. Yeah, that makes a little bit more sense. So, basically, then after that, we get to see the scene at this house. You've got Wolfen and them. I remember that, they kind of killed these, like, random 2 idiots that are so annoying, which I found kind of funny. But, okay, maybe a few dragged out scenes, but it wasn't too bad. I'll admit, it still was good. As you've got Griffin and Wolfen, they know where they stand. Like, when this is over, they're going to still have to kill each other. They still say that. And, you're kind of just building this whole thing up. And I remember, I'm like, okay, where's this going here? I'm very excited. And basically, you've got the house, you've got them talking, and as soon as I saw Warper behind there, Griffin, I'm like, oh, frig, Wolfen has actually come through and has actually turned on, Griffin. Man. So I was kind of freaking out at that point. They lock him up, they talk to him, and it was just, honestly, such a good scene overall. Now, alright, now, we're gonna get to the one flaw this week I do have, though. It's about the only flaw with the episode, and it's not even an episode problem. That's the thing. It's actually a music problem, a music choice in this episode. The whole episode, very good. Really like the music, really like the score. Everything was good. Some cool slow-mo shots and all that. But there was one scene that just really took me out of the experience. And I would appreciate that they don't use music like this ever again, just personally. It's kind of like this creepy music while Griffin's in the cell. that plays. And I remember at first I was okay with it, but then after a bit, it kind of drags on for a bit, and the music becomes, like, oddly tame. If that makes any sense. I don't know. The music just did not work for me in that scene. It didn't destroy the scene. It just... That's all I could focus on, because I'm like, I don't know. It was a bit weird to me. But either way, it's still a great scene overall, the talk scene between the two of them. And then basically, Reaper comes in, you've got that. And then, of course, let's talk about it. Griffin is killed. Griffin is dead in this episode, thanks to this kind of new team up. And you see his head, which I just thought was absolutely insane. As you got Wolfen that sees it, and it's just like, wow. So the death of Griffin, the Griffin character overall, I thought was very, very interesting. He was a very kind of intriguing character for the show. And I'm going to miss having him around. But again, I'm very interested in what's going to be going on with Wolfen now. And especially because Warper's still out there and all that kind of stuff. Now, essentially, Warper in this one, he basically fights it out with Reaper as they kind of turn on each other. You've got this fight that kind of plays out. And you're like, oh, frick, okay, here it goes. He's not betraying Road. There's actually a fight going on here. They're basically destroying everything as they're fighting back and forth. They're falling into the river and stuff like that. Just this amazing fight between the two of them, which I was very on the edge of my seat about. I remember, like, the tension was very high here as you get a fight between the two of them. And it's pretty crazy that a fight between Warper and Reaper is actually better than a fight between Samson and Warper, which, is pretty crazy in and of itself. But I don't know, the fight here was more entertaining. There was more tension here, and I loved it. As they're just destroying these buildings as they're fighting each other. That's a fight. I like that. Like, that's really good. And basically, then you've got Wolfen that calls in these other guys, and I'm like, as soon as he did this, I'm like, the moron's back at it, bruh. So, of course, he's mad now that Griffin's dead, and he's essentially gonna light everything on fire. He's just like, I'm done with this. That's it. So, I was like, okay, this guy actually means business. Like, Wolfen actually is fearsome. Wow. Like, I didn't see that coming. I did not see that coming at all. So, it's pretty crazy. Wolfen's actually, like, a fearsome character now. So, okay, maybe not 100%, but a good bit. When he was doing that, I'm like, okay, this is pretty nuts. Now, you got the fires, you got all, everybody there, and basically Samson, kind of sees this from a distance as you got this, like, happy-go-lucky music. And there you go. That's how the episode wraps up. So, very, very good episode. Excellent, like, build up to a finale. Excellent episode overall. And I think this week, kind of trying to think about it, trying to think of a really good rating. This one's going to get a 9.5. I think this is darn near perfect. I think it sets up a finale very, very well. And honestly, in my opinion, this is the best ending for an episode. Because it gets you so on the edge of your seat to a point where you're just like, I need the finale. I need the finale now. And that's what you got to appreciate. That's what you got to appreciate about this episode. Yeah, there you go, guys. That's my thoughts. I thought this episode was very good, very exciting, and honestly a fantastic penultimate to the rest of this, to the finale of this season. So, anyway, guys, I definitely want to hear from you guys down in the comment section below. What do you guys think? What are some of your predictions for the season finale of Wasteland World? Definitely let me know on that in the comment section below as well, too. And that is that for this video, guys. So, of course, guys, if you're new here, click to subscribe and tune in to some videos for Wasteland World. Follow Dan's Mark New Views on Instagram, guys. And, of course, I'll see you guys really soon for another video for Wasteland World. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.